I suppose that throughout the course of human history, sunrises have always symbolized to people the new beginning, the opportunity to start a new day. And for me, today is the beginning of the new school year, the new academic year. We'll be meeting and having all the orientation meetings for the new year, and then any kind of new procedures and new staff and meeting everything. So today is sort of a sunrise on the academic year that's about to come. And I also would suppose that throughout the course of human history, fog has symbolized uncertainty and confusion. And we have expressions like, once the fog clears, or I'm sort of foggy about this idea. I have sort of a foggy understanding of this concept. And so for me, today is also going to be a fog lifting day, as I check in with the surgeon about this procedure I'm going to have on my bulge. I call it the alien in the belly. It's actually an incisional hernia from previous surgeries. So they're going to get that. I'm going to talk to the surgeon today. So this is going to be an interesting day for me, and I'm glad you're here to share it with me. We'll get some answers and kind of get this sunrise of the school year started, and then we'll kind of clear the fog about this alien bulge. So thanks for being here, and I got a lot to do today. So no more time to stand and stare at the sunrise. Yeah, we'll take another moment. All right, so the first meeting today is at 7 o'clock. It's breakfast and picture time. So I'm gonna rock myself over to wherever that is and have some breakfast and get my picture taken. Yes, yeah. So that's how we start. That's how we get started. So off we go. All right, so the morning meetings are over. They went really well. We have a new superintendent, so that's kind of cool. And now it is we have a couple hours to do some work, and then have lunch, and then we go back into our afternoon meetings. So that's what it's like to be me today. So, but also have the doctor's appointment thing coming along. All right, this is the part of the vlog where I pretend like you can hear me, and I can tell you that I'm on my way to the doctor, and I can pretend like you understood that. So that's what this part of the vlog is about. So I'm at a red light, and just thought I would say this has been kind of a cool day. You know, that sunrise idea of starting new things. It's really been kind of a cool day. I gotta be right back. So in that line of thought about sunrises representing new beginnings, new day, so it really has been kind of a sunrise kind of a day. It's first day of the week, back to work for the new semester. We have a new superintendent, some new administrators, a lot of new teachers, a lot of, and I got a new classroom. Last year I shared my classroom with another teacher, so we're still sharing that classroom, but I get another room to teach some other classes in, and I'm probably going to move photography club and my writing club to the other classroom. So lots of cool new things, a lot of new things that have been really cool. And I know that one of the themes in the last couple of weeks of my vlogs and videos have been facing change and not being afraid to change. And I said in one video, if you can't change, you're stuck where you are, and you'll never get to where you want to be. So I still think that's a good concept. And so kind of looking at that sunrise this morning, and kind of just tying up that thought in sort of hopefully a motivational way, is that don't be afraid of change. Sometimes change will result in some pretty good stuff. So that's kind of the end of sunrise and embracing the changes. Now, let's clear the fog. So the transition, I should get, that was good. See, the fog. So I'm almost to the surgeon's office, and we'll see what he has to say. I looked at the calendar trying to find some places where I could, miss a couple of, and not miss any days. Not happening. There's no real holidays for some time. So. All right, I'll be back later. Let you know what I found out. All right, I got a red light. I got a quick story to tell you. This thing is falling down. I don't know what's going on. So I was around some other teachers, group of teachers, and they were having a conversation. I kind of caught some of it, but I didn't catch it all. But one of the teachers was talking about she had a problem with her esophagus, and then what it sounded to me was like it would sometimes close when she didn't, just close up. Now, I'm not a doctor, but to me, if your esophagus closes and you don't want it to, that's not a good thing. I'm not a doctor, but my medical advice would be that's not working the way it's intended. I'm going on to see my surgeon now, so take it for what it was. At the other red light, when I stopped at the other red light, I do not know what this is. I don't know. It's just, I don't know what it's doing. Sometimes, this is my hand. I should know what it's doing. Sorry, sometimes. All right, I am parked. I forgot to roll the windows up. All right, I gotta go in here, and I did not bring a ballpoint pen. I'm sure they will have one, because I'm sure they will have something for me to write. And so I will be back later, hopefully with a report of some kind. I don't know, I'm not gonna. Anyway, so stand by. So doctor's visit. So what the doctor had to say was, it certainly clarified my questions about what was going to happen, but it does not please me. What's about to happen is not something that that I was planning on. It's going to involve a lot more hospital and recovery time than I was thinking. I said in another video earlier that I was like, hey, Mayor, I was going to be like a outpatient, and he was like, no, not an outpatient. Not only is it not going to be outpatient, he's saying a couple of maybe 3 or so days in the hospital if everything goes according to plan. And then he said maybe 3 weeks of recovery before coming back to school. So I rushed back to the campus, and I found the assistant principal that I'm reporting to this year, and he was like, dude, you got to get it done. He was very, very encouraging. He was very supportive, and he was very understanding, and he made it very clear that this is really not it's not like an elective thing. This is well, anyway, I used to do a lot of counseling, and people would come in and be like, oh, I'm afraid. What are you afraid of? I don't know. It's something about going to college. I'm scared, or whatever it was. I'm not to belittle it. And I always told them, I was like, if you can name the thing, and you can like write down what it is that you're worried about, or if you can just pinpoint what you're worried about, sometimes seeing it makes it easier than if it's like this giant, I really haven't defined it, I just feel scared. So this is kind of a new experience, because driving out there, I was like, yeah, whatever, let me be goofy. And then now that he said it, it's like, I don't think I'm really scared. It's just like, now that I know what it is, it's a lot more distasteful than when I didn't know. So this is kind of an experience for me. That clearing up the uncertainty has convinced me of how distasteful the prospect of doing this is very distasteful. All right, thanks for going through this day with me. I appreciate it. I guess let me go out on this, because reminded of that advice I used to give kids when I was counseling them. Seriously, if there's something that you're worried about and you're having a hard time kind of like getting your head around it, just stop and define what it is. Because sometimes by being able to name what it is gives you kind of a power over whatever it is. By being able to say, I'm worried about the new job because I don't know what my boss is going to be like, and something, being able to pin it down and give it a name makes it actually feels like it's smaller, and we can hold on to it. So that's my going out advice, which you probably didn't need. I probably needed to share it more than you needed to hear it. I think I'm done. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Please click the like button, subscribe to the channel. If watching an old dude go through, so the surgery schedule for the end of August, and then recovery time. If that's something that you think you want to follow along, and I promise not to be all morose and sad and woe's me and crybaby. That's not who I am. So subscribe to the channel and stick around. We're gonna do some fun stuff between now and August. It is August, but between now and the end of August. Hey, like I said, that's all I got. I don't know if I thanked you for watching, so if I didn't, just in case, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode.